Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Venezuela's oldest and most watched television station has been taken off the air, a decision that has many wondering if President Hugo Chavez is stifling opposition. Radio Caracas Television, RCTV, was replaced by a state-run station, TVS, on Monday. Thousands marched in downtown Caracas demonstrating against the decision not to renew the channel's free-to-air license after 53 years of it being on air. It's thought to be over accusations that the broadcaster participated in a bungled 2002 coup against Hugo Chavez. Mr. Chavez considered it a threat to the country and called the station's soap operas pure poison that promote capitalism. Now, here are some of your views, interestingly all from North America. Tom in California doesn't understand the reasons behind the decision. Chavez is out of line by failing to renew the broadcasting license for no apparent legitimate reason. With his broad popular support, one wonders why he has to be so heavy-handed. Alex in Texas doesn't believe this is an issue of free speech. This station was behind a coup that tried to get rid of a democratically elected president from power. President Chavez has every right to deny them a license. Maher in Canada thinks President Chavez is justified in his actions and writes, if an American television station supported a coup against President Bush, not only would they shut down the station, but they would drop a missile on it. If you happen to be carrying any new banknotes from Saudi Arabia, take a close look at them. You'll notice symbols of support for Palestinians in the form of images of Muslim holy sites in Jerusalem. The 50 rial note, equivalent to $13, came into circulation only last week. On one side it shows the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem's Old City, and on the other side it shows the Dome of the Rock, from which Muslims believe the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. Palestinians in Jerusalem said they were grateful to Saudi Arabia for the gesture, but many said that what the Palestinians really need is financial aid to help them get through the current economic situation, to protect and restore Jerusalem's Muslim holy sites, and to enable them to stay put in the city. Izdihar in Cairo believes the way the money is being spent is more important. What's on the currency is irrelevant. Once the Saudis send money over to the Palestinians to help them in their dire situation, then and only then can the Saudis pat themselves on the back. Shafi in Ethiopia believes more needs to be done for the Palestinians, but commends the show of support. As a nation that claims to be the leader of the Muslim world, I don't think there is any argument that Saudi Arabia needs to do more than this to help the Palestinian cause. However, I do think this is a good gesture. Ayman in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia is excited about the new banknotes, and he writes, this is pretty neat. I don't think there's any currency out there that has the Al-Aqsa Mosque on it. I just hope I live to see the day when Palestinians have their own state and their own currency. Well, a couple of weeks ago, when Street Talk was in Amman, Jordan, we had a little falafel contest, looking for the best falafel in town. One thing we didn't do was have a contest to see who could eat the most pieces of the small deep-fried vegetable patties. And it's just as well. It seems people might be more interested in hot dogs than falafel when it comes to how many they can eat. In the US, where else, onlookers laughed and cheered as contestants shoved fistfuls of meaty links and buns into their mouths in a race against the clock. This annual Memorial Day tradition, sponsored by Nathan's Hot Dogs, serves for a qualifying round for the big 4th of July competition held at Coney Island in New York. The winner was no stranger to the world of speedy food-guzzling games. 37-year-old Sonia Thomas is the top-ranked competitive eater in the United States and number 2 internationally. This year, the petite 5'5" 100-pound woman gulped down 3 dozen hot dogs in just 12 minutes to claim her victory. Now, sometimes those who aren't stuffing food down their throats are busy arguing about it. Check out this wild action from the YouTube clip. Quite appropriately, it's called the Japanese Matrix Dinner Table Fight.
I don't believe you, you're not the truth.
you go, American music and a Japanese food fight. That's globalization for you. That's it until next time. Do keep sending your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.